Nordic Beast here, and welcome to the Shipyard. So, it's been a while since I've been here. I had to clean up the place a bit. I had random ships just everywhere. I went ahead and put pressure doors on here. And actually, my next step for this area... I want to see something. Ah, look at that. Nice. It's part of the new update that came out today. You can actually see... you can actually see what these do. But anyway, my next step for this base is to actually finish building said base. Like I said, I also want to make it, survival friendly. So if I ever want to do anything in survival in here, I can. Especially for testing. I also started testing grounds where I have some plates up, like for targets, different thickness and armor types. But anyway, I figured I'd get to some of the things I've been working on. Lately I've been hitting a lot of servers up lately, just randomly playing. Unfortunately, I let my nephews talk me into trolling a server, and I got banned from it. It wasn't a non-PvP server, but I guess I just irritated the admin a little too much. But because of that, I've been using a lot of vanilla blocks lately, just to get I guess more of a feel for the new Uncle Steel-like armor blocks. These ones here, which, by the way, this is a rebuild of my Valkyrie using no Uncle Steel blocks. It's all vanilla blocks, just for the armor. But it maintains all the same features. It has the Sage engines, the DK thrusters, the micro rockets, the burst ones. It has the timers that fires them, as you can see on top. Now, one of the things I've noticed lately that I removed was the beacon. Whenever you're in the ship, even if the beacon's off, you see the damn beacon. Irritates the crap out of me. So I've been removing beacons from my ships lately, just because of that. So, yeah, this is basically my prototype version. And another thing about this one, it's a bit heavier than my old models. Oh yeah, there we go. Because this one actually has a medium cargo container in it, and instead of using the regular batteries, I use the azimuth batteries. So it's a little bit more sluggish. It's about 3,000 kilograms heavier, but it's quite nimble. I mean, you know, as most of my Valkyrie variants are. But I think I will replace my old Uncle Steve block Valkyrie with this one. Now, I still love the Uncle Steve blocks, but you get a bit more lag when you use a lot of them. So that's... Sorry, that's one of my other ships. Actually, this ship has that feature, the sensor with the sound block, but it wasn't this one that went off. There we go. Alright, I'm just gonna park this. So yeah, this will be my replacement Valkyrie for now. I was actually debating if I even should mention this Valkyrie or not, just simply because I think just about every video I have a Valkyrie in it, or I talk about it or something. So, but and actually, I will be showing off another one briefly, but there's a reason behind it. As I mentioned before with the servers, let's see if I can find it here. With the servers, I ended up going into another one, and it had no Uncle Steve blocks, which is what prompted me to make it with no Uncle Steve blocks, because they didn't have it on the server. And they did have azimuth thrusters, but no other thruster types. So this is pretty much what I pieced together as a Valkyrie for that server. There's 2 autocannons, 2 of the scatter cannons, the scatter lasers, or whatever the hell they're called. I put a little heavy armor here, because they do have a tendency to hit during extreme maneuvers. And the rocket, of course, is in the tip of the nose here, just for safety's sake, instead of having 2 in the wings, because I also use a mod that extends the spawn of the rockets by 5 blocks, so you can put them in a little bit more of a risky place without problem. And they didn't have Sage thrusters, so I had to go with Asthma thrusters. Now, one of the other things, I got into a bit of a fight with one of the other residences of the new server I had joined, and my base had been raided, so I designed this ship to be able to attach an FTL drive. Let's see here. This little guy. By a merge block. See the FTL in there. So, alright, let's go ahead and shut off my... Oh, shit! That, it was off. I almost had to restart the video. That would have just been terrible. But that would have been... I would have used that piece just for the intro. There we go. So, as you see, it tucks right in there. I'm not 100% happy with how it looks, but it works, and I guess that's really what matters. Another thing I did is I also added a one of the laser antennas on the front, just so I could keep comms with whatever base, you know, I was flying from secretly, without having to put it on the fighter itself. So that was... The reason it was named RP was just for role-playing, because it was a role-playing server I was on. So yeah, that's what I built for this, but for some odd reason I've been getting lag on that server. And it's so bad that I can't play on it anymore, so I ended up building this and a series of other Valkyries for terrorizing the residents, and I can't play on there anymore. So, but with that said, then I started just playing with regular vanilla blocks, and first I built this thing. I decided I wanted a scout, and this fighter, or, well, it's a scout. It's not really a fighter, it's not that impressive in its handling, and it's pretty maneuverable, as you see here. Oh, did I not? That's good. Add those. So it's got two guns, one in each wing, and then it's got the single rocket launcher, and it also has slow down. There we go. It also has the camera in the front, as you see there, and I've found cameras so invaluable in servers, especially exploration servers. You find ships everywhere. I tend to use scan mods on my own personal servers, but if they don't have it, obviously, you have to search yourself. I found so many ships. So this ship here is specifically designed just to go find other ships, and with enough firepower to defend itself. Again, I guess you could classify it as a fighter, but it's kind of heavy and doesn't accelerate as fast as some of the others. Get back in here. Now, this other fighter, I'm sure you've noticed in the background here, is extremely anime-inspired. I designed this ship purely on looks and not on function, and the function turned out to be pretty good. It's all vanilla. Everything about it. It has 5 large thrusters, and then I believe 8 small thrusters in all directions. Yeah, I think it's 8 in the front too. Yeah, 4 on the nose, and 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep. So 8 small thrusters all directions, 5 large thrusters in the back. See, it's 30,000 kilograms, and it handles relatively well. Now, even with 4 vanilla gyros, it's a little sluggish in like its roll and such, but I'm overall pretty happy with it. I only added a single cannon in the nose, and it is conveyed, and the 4 rockets you see there. Now, the 4 rockets are on a timer, so that you can fire everything at once. I also added a little gun camera on the side, you see there. Oh, as you see, I made a move to Saturn. I have a love for gas giants, and Saturn is actually one of my favorite planets. It's actually one of my daughter's favorite planets, though for some reason Mars seems to be her top one. I guess there's nothing wrong with that, but after that it's definitely Saturn. She loves Saturn. So I figured I'd do a change of scenery here, you know.
Enemy detected.
Yeah, I decided to add that little feature onto this, which I usually do with my Valkyrie and other ships. So I do like it, and I do imagine that on a PvP server that could actually be handy. Another thing I tried to add to this, but there was not enough room, is merge blocks. I thought I'd put merge blocks into the wings so you could detach and change out weapons loads, but there just simply wasn't enough room with the way I designed it. So I may make a modded version of this. I can mod out the thrusters, I'll put a bulldog on it. I mean, of course I'm putting a bulldog on it. And then I can change up rockets, maybe, come on, there we go. Maybe Fancy Fez's Hellfire rocket? Yeah, that guy right there. Yeah, these guys are big. Put one of these under each wing. In fact, I'm just gonna put them out here so I can pop them back off when I'm done. But I do actually like those rocket pods. Man, those are huge. Look at that. I forgot how awesome those are, and I think I just fell in love. Though, even on a fighter this size, I wouldn't be able to convey them properly. Because as you see, they have little conveyor doors on the back. And I do enjoy properly conveying a ship. There we go. But, I mean, at least with this one, it does have the 2 small cargo containers, the actual connector itself, and then... Oh, the other thing it has is internally it has oxygen, which is conveyed to the cockpit, and it's through those doors that that the machine gun is conveyed into the system. Now, I know one machine gun really isn't much. I mean, if I was facing 2 of these fighters, like one-on-one, that one cannon wouldn't do anything. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I've been working on lately. Just a lot of PvP stuff. Of course, my addiction to Battlefield 4 continues, which is why I haven't posted it as much lately. That's most of it. But I've definitely felt the need to build and change and alter a lot lately. This game has really sparked my engineering love again lately. So, I can't promise that I will post as often as I once did, but I'm definitely going to try and post at least 2 to 3 times a week. I feel really bad that I haven't. So, I also recently did a podcast with General Hatchet and Lacarthian. I don't know if Lacarthian has a YouTube page, but General Hatchet does. You ever get a chance to check it out? Both very cool guys. I just started to get to know General Hatchet. He and I are very, very similar people. And Lacarthian and I ended up playing... Oh, what was that game? Trouble in Terrorist Town on Gmod. With a couple other NID members, and that was quite fun.
Warning, enemy detected.
I wonder if I should look around. Oh, and lastly, I showed off the camera. I just don't know if I actually showed physically where it was, which is just on this side. I tried so hard to find a spot, like here, this little bump. I figured maybe, oh, you know, I'll just put it there, and it looked odd, because it has the oxygen generator right there, which looks strange. So, I don't know. One of the other things I might change when I do a modded version is, first off, I definitely would go with Sage engines, and then probably DK thrusters. They'll fit in there, which the arrangement will probably be totally different. I will likely keep the fighter cockpit. I like the fighter cockpit on here. I don't know. I may give an azimuth cockpit a try on there. Like I said, I'd definitely change out the weapons, but pretty much keep them where they are. Or I could also do the mini merge block to be able to detach weapons. Or, you know, once they're empty, you drop them to lose mass. What else was I gonna do? I think that's about it, pretty much. So, oh, another thing in the podcast I did recently that I talked about, and I don't know if it's going to get posted or not, but we will be doing it every Tuesday, starting not this Tuesday, but the Tuesday after. I talked about doing a ring course, and I think it was Lacarthian mentioned that Dracul and DHR Mike had started one. I don't know if they finished it, and I was thinking about finally putting one together. Rather than, I think I'll just do like a large ship with, as a ring, and perhaps just do different colored lights as you pass through it, or maybe say no lights, and once you pass through, all the interior lights kick on to change color to note that it's been passed through. So yeah, I mean, I may end up doing that. What is that? Actually, not even may. That is on my list of things I would like to do. Right, let me just fix this bothering me. There we go. Alright. So anyway, I think I've rambled on long enough. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe or hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time.